Hello everyone and welcome back to 5 minutes a day. Hopefully you were able to complete yesterday's challenge of finding a Bible study or a Bible plan which you can start to do either daily or on a regular basis, and hopefully as well yesterday's message helped you to understand the importance of reading the Bible. And today's topic we're going to be talking about is silence and solitude. Yeah, and as important as reading the Bible regularly is, it's also super important to just spend time sitting and being silent and listening to what God has to say to you. And that's what we're going to kind of be focusing on today. And we're going to focus on two main areas. The first area is making time to spend time with God in silence and be still and listen to Him. And the second area is going to be about how we can hear from God in different ways and what it might look like to hear from God. But before we talk about those kind of two areas, I wanted to mention two Bible verses which I think go really well with why we should be spending time in silence and solitude. So the first Bible verse is Psalm 47 verse 10. So in Psalm 47 verse 10 it says, "Be still and know that I am God. I will be exalted among the nations. I will be exalted in the earth." And I just think, yeah, that's so great in telling us to be still and just know that God is with us and making time to spend with Him in silence and solitude and hear what He has to say to us. The second verse I wanted to quickly mention was Exodus 14 verse 14. "The Lord will fight for you. You need only to be still." And I think both of these verses are really important in just emphasizing how we need to be still, and reading the Bible is so great as well, but just being still and waiting on God and listening to what He has to say is so important as well. The first area I wanted to talk about was making time for God. And so often we go to Him in prayer and we ask Him for things and we ask Him for certain desires that we want to be fulfilled, or we'll just kind of ask Him all these requests and pray for certain things, but we don't give Him time to respond. And that is so crucial in just hearing what He has to say about those topics and what He has planned for our lives, and giving Him time to respond is so important. And that's why it's kind of one of the areas I wanted to focus on and make sure that after we've read our Bible, that we just make sure that we give God time to speak to us, and then we give Him the time that He deserves, and we listen to Him and see if He does have anything to say to us in those moments. And the second thing I wanted to talk about was how we can hear from God. So hearing from God, we can hear from God in a number of different ways, and He speaks to us all so differently because we are all different and we're all unique. Whether it's a Bible verse popping into your head, an image, or whether you hear a physical voice speaking a verse to you or speaking words to you, He can speak to us in a number of different ways. But we need to give Him the time to be able to do that after we've obviously read our Bible or prayed to Him. And we have to give Him the time to respond. We have to be still, as the Bible verses I read before said, and just listen and sit and wait on Him. It can be super tempting to put music on and have worship music on whilst you're waiting and sitting, but my challenge for you is to not do that and to make 10 minutes a day, starting today, to just sit in silence and wait on Him. Have your Bible there and your journal there. If you have a journal. If you don't, maybe try and start one. Just wait on Him and see what He has to say in those 10 minutes, and make sure it is silence, that you have no distractions around you. As great as worship music is in those situations, it is also good to challenge yourself. So that is my challenge for you today, and I hope to see you all tomorrow.